Fabienne here, and welcome to Soul Alchemy, practical spirituality.
Yeah, I like to call it practical spirituality because to me, being spiritual, if we don't practice, that doesn't mean anything, right? I have very often people asking me, when do we know that we are a spiritual being? First of all, we all are spiritual beings because we have a soul. That's what we are. We may not realize it, we may not be in tune with it, we may not be aware of what that means for us, but we are. We have a soul, we are eternal, we have a life purpose. So we are a spiritual being having a physical experience on earth. And then to answer in a more practical way, what it is for me to be spiritual is to be loving. Every time we are not loving toward ourselves or others, then we are not showing spirituality qualities. But we are a spiritual being, that we like it or not, that's who we are. We have a soul. Okay? What would you add to that, Robert? Do you have any idea what you would say if somebody asked you what it is to be spiritual, or what is it to be spiritual for you?
I think to live beyond yourself, beyond your immediate requirements.
I like that.
Fit in with the world around you and with the universe, past, present, future.
Beyond yourself. I like that. And then what else did you say? I liked it too.
How you fit in with the world around you, with the universe, with with everything else besides this world, with the thoughts and feelings of the past and the future, and how you relate to the whole of mankind throughout all its history. I think beyond just yourself, it's how you relate with what has gone before and what's coming in the future.
I like that. How you relate with past and future beyond yourself. And then there is a notion of service too, right?
Right.
Because I know that's had been your life, being in the military,
Right.
all your life, being at service. And I find out that it was exactly that all my life. My father was a colonel, lieutenant colonel in the army, and all his friends, general colonels that I met, they all were exceptionally spiritual people. I loved being around them. I did a lot of healing for them. They were very open about metaphysics. I was shocked because they were elderly. I mean, my dad is 99 years old. So he's 98, he's going to be 99 in September. So, I met a lot of people who are way older than me because I'm the baby in the family. So I was a young girl, living with my parents and be exposed to all those fantastic men who did all the war, Vietnam and Algeria and all that. And they had a lot of experience, but they were the kindest, the real gentlemen, kind, and totally spiritual. And they, like I said, they responded very well to my healing, to my ideas, and I with PTSD and self-esteem, because when they came back from combat and to the normal life, their life were strangely, they felt like their life were dull. And not because they thought that being in a war was exciting, but because you need to be present when you are in a war. You cannot afford to miss anything. You have to be intensively present. And there is a form, and as you know, when we are present, there is a flow consciousness that is activated. You're aware, you are way more aware of everything. So when you come back to the real life, then you need to substitute that with something else. And I met artists. I met another, I don't remember what was his grade, but maybe I don't know. I mean, but he was still ranked. And he was an artist, a painter, a famous painter too, in south of France. He was selling his art, and very, very intuitive and artistic. I mean, the other one, they were all very educated, from aristocratic family, and Anyway, I had wonderful contact with them, and so that's why this is one of the group coaching that I definitely want to do. But I learn a lot from them too. Their compassion, their presence, ability to organize. Of course, you guys are very good at functioning in the real world on that level. That's why when usually, like in France, people who are leaving the military service, they find jobs very easily because big company want them. They become often head of a human resource company, because of the organization skill, the honesty, the ability to communicate, and all that. There's a lot of qualities that you are trained to have, and that you have to be a good military person. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. I am also going to translate, or not translate, but redo those recording in French, because I have some family members and friends who are not as comfortable in English. I thought they would be, but they said they had a hard time to follow the last webinar. So I'm going to do them in French. So if you enjoy French and you want to, even if you are, in America or in England or Australia, and you want to maybe see it in French for fun, you'll find it on my YouTube channel. I'm going to start offering a French YouTube channel. Just wanted to let you know. All right, so let's dive in. What gave me the idea to offer that webinar today on living in the now? Well, I just did a workshop, a live workshop on that topic, and my gosh, it was so powerful. I know it's a big topic because there is nothing that we can do that is real if we are not in the now, as you know. But we don't always know how to, at will, step into the now, And a lot of the issues we have happen when we let an emotion from the past, what we call a trigger, activate something negative in us. It just happened to me yesterday. You see, it doesn't matter how spiritual you think you are or how much practice in those things you think to have, everybody can be triggered. Those need to be reminded and practiced every day. And yesterday, I got triggered and had a negative emotion that it took me almost the whole day to get rid of. It's like a glue, to you. Once you start, it's like, and then you have to deal with the impact that it has on other people, and how you need to be patient to give them space and time to unglue themselves from the negative event that you created. So, it has ripple effect. But as soon as, what happened is that when you become more skilled into those techniques, you can raise awareness much faster. So immediately, like I would say, 10 minutes or maybe not even, I was able to say, no, wait a minute. I'm not going to first stay into that state of mind because it's not healthy. It's a repetition from the past. It has nothing to do with the present. And also claiming my responsibility. It's much easier to move forward with other people forgiving you and accepting and dealing with what happened if you take responsibility. So immediately I took full responsibility for my reaction, and that was then easier for me to get over it. Now, for the other person that was concerned, it's up to them to be willing to accept the excuse or the apology or the whatever, and then to do their own internal work. That's not anymore my responsibility, you know what I mean? But I had to first recognize my mistake and why I did it, because I had reasons. And it doesn't mean we ignore the reason why we are triggered. There is always a valid reason, but we don't have to be obnoxious about it. We can be communicating in a loving way, right? So repeat after me. I say my truth.
I say my truth
In a loving way.
in a loving way.
And I think that's important. You know, I mean, that was what was going on for me yesterday. And then think about a trigger you may have and do the same thing. See how you could have expressed yourself better and affirm it in a positive way. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense?
It does.
All right. And then don't bang on your head. It will happen again. We are human. We make mistakes. We are triggered. I believe that unless, only few people, I think, on the planet are really free, totally free from any triggers, you know. We do our best, but we'll have what we can reduce the most is how intensely we react to triggers and how fast we can bounce back and have less response. Instead of going into respond, we can take a deep breath and then react in a positive way, right? So practice, practice, practice. That's why I really encourage to use what I am going to share with you right now, that are very simple way to be in the present moment. And when you are in the present moment, you have no pain, no fear, and you have a great ability to become creative and to make decisions based on reality, not based on assumptions or burden from the past. Make sense?
Right.
Yeah, okay. So let's start by having a map. We need a map. Let's say we are in a big city and we don't know, we need to go to a concert or we need to go visit a friend and we don't know where it is. So we need a map. We're going to buy a map and follow the map to be able to get there. So your map right now, to learn how to be in the present moment, is to be aware first of your thought and your feelings. So right now, let's do it. Close your eyes and kind of investigate what is going on in your mind. What do you feel? And what are you thinking? What do you feel? Now, if you have a thought or a feeling that raises discomfort, where do you feel it in your body? Do you have something, Robert, that you can feel?
I'm nothing major. I'm just waiting for my wife to come home. She's been gone all morning, babysitting.
Yeah.
I don't like to be alone.
Okay. So what would be the emotion?
Just some anxiety.
Anxiety. So it's an anxiety. Okay, let's take it on the scale of 1 to 10. How much is it?
I would say about 6.
Okay. All right. Where do you feel it in your body?
The plexus, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Now let's do an exercise. Close your eyes. And take a deep breath. Slowly inhale from your nose, and then hold your breath, and then slowly exhale from your mouth. So you make a little bit of noise because you exhale from your mouth, and then you hold it, and then you do it again. Inhale through the nose. And when you inhale the love and the wisdom of the universe. And as you exhale, you let go of your anxious thoughts, your worries. Let it go. And then one more time, you inhale. And you hold it. And then you exhale again. Letting go of your worry, stress, anxiety. And then one more. Inhale the love and the wisdom of the universe, knowing that you are never alone, that you are supported and loved. Knowing that everything is all right. Hold it. And then breathe out again. Okay. Now you can open your eyes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, is there any change in the number of your anxiety? Is it still a 6 or is it less?
Oh, okay.
What's the number?
It's less. I'm thinking 10 is feeling best, and
No, 10 is bad. You said 6. The anxiety was 6.
okay.
So
So
10.
definitely it's about 3.
Wow, good. Okay. After breathing, you see a 3. So on your own, okay, I did nothing. On your own, you went from 6 to 3 already just from breathing for a few seconds, okay? So you see that's an exercise that is really easy to practice. Huh? Doesn't cost anything, doesn't take much time. All right. Then we're going to add what I teach all the time is to make a decision, a conscious decision. You snap your fingers and say power control and your favorite color. Power control, purple. Very good. And then now that you are aware, you are going to do another exercise. And you can do it with your eyes open or close your eyes, whatever feel more comfortable. But imagine that discomfort you felt in your plexus. So whoever is listening to this recording, imagine wherever you feel that the discomfort is, give it a form, a shape, use your imagination, and then a color. It has a color. It has a color and it has a shape. Just let me know when you see it and feel it and view it, the shape and the color. What color is it, Robert?
Brownish purple, and it's shaped like an oval.
Oval. Okay, very good. Now, imagine that this shape is coming out of your body, slowly out your body. You have it in the room, outside your body. And you give it to your favorite or your guardian angel, an angel that is there always around you to take care of you. The messenger. Angels are messenger of the creator, okay? So give that, your angel has a box, and then you can pull that shape into the box and give permission to the angel to take it away in a different dimension, in a different galaxy, wherever the angels want to take it, to transform the negativity, the pain, the sadness, the worry, the anxiety, whatever is your negative emotion or burden, away from your body, away from this planet, away from another galaxy or plane of consciousness. Your angels know what to do with it, and it's going to transform it, because remember, energy never dies. We cannot eliminate an energy, but we can transform an energy, and the angels knows how to do it. And breathe deeply into it. Take a deep breath and exhale. You gave permission to the angel to do it. And now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel? How does your plexus feel?
Feels like a 2.
Okay, so the discomfort now is 2 after angels take away the form. Okay, so again, we went from 6 to 2 and you did it on your own. It's fantastic. So you see, it's something you learn that you can use, that you can practice on your own. Now imagine, because when we remove something, we don't never want to leave a void. So you removed an anxiety from your body. So whoever is listening to this recording, you just remove something, an energy, a thought, a feeling of discomfort. We need now to replace that void with a positive, loving, wonderful energy. Okay, we don't leave any void. So imagine, and again, you can close your eyes or keep your eyes open, whatever feels more comfortable. Imagine the loving golden light of the universe pouring into your body from the top of your head down to your toes. And you breathe again deeply into it, peacefully, until you feel that all your body, all the void is filled up now with the love, light, and peace of the life force of the universe. So you empower yourself, and now you are going to affirm what you want to achieve right now in your life. Don't limit yourself, and you don't need to know how right now it's going to happen, but you only want to welcome the insight, the idea of something you want to achieve, have, or do, or become. It can be about yourself, a new habit or emotion. It can be about your career, your business, or your relationships, your health. Anything that you desire to manifest or change. Take the time to see it clearly in your mind, and then when you are ready, write it down. You're doing great. Remember, you don't write how you're going to achieve it, only the thing that you want, okay? Now, it's a different question in the scale of 1 to 10. Now, 10 is possible, 1 is really not possible. How easy is it for you to believe that it's possible for you to achieve what you just wrote down on the piece of paper? How much do you believe in your ability to manifest your desire and goals? What number do you have? Write it down. And share if you want your number. 10? 9? Very good. All right. Do you want to share your goal, or you don't have to?
Well, a successful art business. Success means fulfilling, not exactly money.
Okay, why do you reduce the possibility of money by saying that? Why do you reduce that?
Like
Is
that,
there...
of course,
Go ahead.
I don't think success is based on a level of money. I think money is part of it, but I have to feel good about it and fulfilling my purpose of creating art and sharing it with people.
Very good. Yeah.
Process.
Yeah, I understand. You enjoy sharing with people and that fulfill your purpose and fill up your heart. But by mentioning the limitation about the amount of money you can make with your career is not creating the possibility of making money. So that means that when you affirm that, you are already deciding that you won't make money with your career. Okay, so you really have to rephrase it, because there is no need to create a limitation from the start. You see, it's like shooting in your own foot, you know. Imagine you are going to work. Remember when you are going to work, you are not going to work thinking, it's okay if I die as long as I can help few people. You don't want to go with that thought. I know you are ready to die. You don't have fear to die because you are a soldier, but you don't need to mention that to the universe. You don't need to say it's okay to die. You are going to say, I'll fight to whatever, I mean, I'll do whatever it takes, but you don't need to mention that you are ready, that you are okay with dying, okay? Because guess what? You are really opening the door for something really bad, okay? What you want to be thinking is, I'm going to win that battle. I'm going to win that battle, whatever it takes. That's all you need to say to the universe, right? So with your art, see it the same way, okay? Please, don't limit yourself, because you see, if you are successful, that means people are going to buy your art. And if they buy it, you'll make money. It's connected. And with that money, you can be more powerful to take care of your family. And if you want to do charity work, you can. Nobody said that you need to keep the money all for yourself. It doesn't mean you're going to be selfish. Mother Teresa said always that money was the only way she could reduce the misery where she worked. She always asked for money, always. And she believed in money, in the power of money. She respected. Of course, she didn't adore money. That was not the purpose of her life. Her life was about helping people to transition when they are dying, to feel loved and respected, and without pain, right? She was holding their hands. So, but to do that, take money. She had to feed them. She had to have nurse. She had to have a place and so forth. So she needed money, always needed more money. Okay? So let's rephrase it. Do your little job later on to or do it now. Yeah, rephrase it. Put it back into a new sentence that doesn't limit yourself in what you want to manifest.
Then I just went through it. I have a successful money-making art business.
Yeah, that people appreciate. It's fulfilling. I mean, you know, it was good what you said. You can say it make me feel full, but also it's give me great pleasure to share the beauty of my vision, because your art is a vision. It's beauty. It's insights. It's powerful, and you know, you give joy to people. You send me a beautiful painting that I have in my bedroom, and it represents exactly what I needed in my relationship with my husband. Because for me, it's my husband and I in where we used to live in Laguna Beach when we first lived together. Okay, so it's extremely meaningful to me. It's powerful. So art is power. Art is vibrate and has a purpose and an influence on ourselves. That's why you want to listen to music that uplifts you, not music that puts you down. You want to see art that are meaningful to you and uplift you. All that is part of the, okay? So you have a contribution to the happiness and the well-being of others through your art. And then when we are going to do art therapy classes, we are going to also help people to heal themselves from emotional, problem or issues, or to help them to be more alive and happy. So there's many ways to use art, right?
Right.
Okay. Very good. So now, to go back to your number on your plexus, what is the number of the discomfort now?
I think we're down to 0.
Yeah, absolutely. You see how easy it is? It's fantastic. You know why? Because you play the game, you removed the negativity, you find a way to give it away from your body. You refilled with the love and wisdom of the universe from the visualization, and then you took action by by believing. I mean, you create the possibility of what you want to do now, and you believed in it and put it in an affirmation. So keep your affirmation. It's important. Keep and look at it regularly. It's going to remind you what you desire and want, and you believe in it. So it's fantastic. And then now, put your hand. You can close your eyes now and put one hand on your heart and one hand on your plexus solar. And then...
One hand where?
Well, you put one hand on your heart and one hand on your plexus, okay? And then you can close your eyes and decide to take one action, not 2, not 3, only one action that you commit today to do, to take one step that will move you closer to the manifestation that you just wrote it down. One step. It can be a phone call, it can be a post on Facebook, it can be anything, that is easy. It can be use your imagination. So for everybody else that is listening to the recording, it can be writing an introduction to the book you want to write. It can be booking a coaching session to figure out what is the next step in your life. It can be buying the right food if you want to lose weight. I mean, whatever your goal was, just take one step, one small step, okay? And then write it down so it's concrete now. You want to make it, remember, practical spirituality. And then keep now, after you're done with that, put back one hand on your heart, one on your stomach, on your plexus, and say, I pledge today.
I pledge today.
That I am, and then you fill the blank of what you want to do. I pledge today that I am.
Pledge today that I am going to offer art for Mother's Day.
Yeah, a promotion for Mother's Day. Wonderful. Yeah, very good idea.
Good.
You see how good it feels? Yeah. And you see with that, you don't have to worry about believing if you can do it or not, because you know you can do it. It's an easy step. You made the pledge, you made the decision. So now, if you think about the possibility, it's a 10, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So it's really good. So whatever your pledge is, for guys who are looking at the replay of this webinar, live webinar, you do the same thing. You affirm, I pledge that, and then you say the step that you are going to do. And then you write it down, okay? Don't ever keep everything into your mind. Write it down. Have a journal where you put the date. I have tons of journal for different topics. I put the date because it's always good to know when we did what we did or we're thinking what we were thinking. It's a referral, reference. Not a referral, a reference. English. Now, if you feel that exercise had value, I would like to invite you to contact me for a free call. And then together we can decide how I can guide you to achieve more about those goals and since you want to achieve with your life. I have many tools, many things that I am working on that are already available, but I am also very creative and I love to have your feedback because you may need an online course that I don't have yet in my toolbox, and I'll create it for you. No problem. That's what I do. I'm a creative person, and it's all based on what you need. So just contact me at Fabienne@destinationharmony.com. That's one of my email. Or you can reply to the email if you are viewing this webinar through an email. You can reply to the email, whatever you do, but contact me by email and on the topic say free discover call. And we can do a free discovery call and I can give you ideas. We can discuss what would be your next step or how I could maybe implement some of my tools to help you further. And it doesn't have necessarily to be with me. I may suggest you to see somebody else. I know people. I know a lot of different coaches or healers or, one person cannot help the whole planet, but I may know somebody that would be good for you. So I referred one of my clients to a psychologist that is specialized in autistic kids and specific problem that she's having. So I referred her, to that person. Okay, now, any question? Oh, I always ask, and if you have something, I know you asked me about Akashic records, so I didn't forget. I'll get to that when I can, but any other idea of a topic for a future webinar? What would come to your mind, Robert? Do you have an idea?
Not really.
No? Okay, all right. Well, if you think about something, you email.
Everything you do is good for me.
Great, that's the right answer. No, but sometimes it helps me also, to know if you have a specific thing that you want me to explain. So I'm going to do what you asked. You asked for the Akashic record, so I'll do it. Okay, so I think we are done. We had a good session. I'm really proud of you. You did it. And so I hope that whoever was will be following the record. Oh, and by the way, remember that time that doesn't really exist. Einstein, was talking about the distortion of time and space. And I think quantum physics is really telling us that. So you are here. Whoever is listening to a replay is really here right now, right? So, and that's that intention anyway that I have in my heart when I do those webinars or online course, is that it includes everybody that will have the opportunity to listen to them. And then since we talked about being at service and not being selfish, we can do a prayer right now for everybody in need, these people who are in need right now, and just our intention to be present with them, to tell them You are not alone. You matter. And you are loved. So, talk to you soon and have a wonderful day.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.